Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Sherry's Metaphysical Coffee Break podcast. I'm your host, Sherry Como. I'm clairaudient, and I speak with a spirit team. And on this podcast, we talk about the emotion code, body code modality using muscle testing. If you're more of a video person, you can check out my YouTube channel, Energy Works, or you can search at The Energy Work. I hope you enjoy today's episode. I started offering podcasts with HC Media back in 2016, believe it or not. And as we all know, life happens. Changes for them, changes for me, but we're back and actually better than ever. They'll be just as informative, so click the links below and give a listen at your leisure. So today's segment, I'll be discussing two topics, grounding methods. The first one is going to be leather shoes and copper. And then the second one is going to be spirit message. So continuing, as I always like to take just a few minutes at the onset of each segment to explain my work. For those that are new, I've been a holistic practitioner for 30 plus years, worked with several modalities during that time. I presently work with the emotion code using kinesiology muscle testing to bring balance to imbalanced energy within a person and animals. I work with both humans and animals. This technique is also used by nutritionists and chiropractors. I'm also clairaudient and work with my spirit team, and that simply means I hear them. So let me explain energy balancing before we move on. Everything is energy and has a vibration, including emotions, and most people don't know that. Once unprocessed emotions become suppressed and lodge in the system, they weaken it as a whole, creating disease. And how that happens, trapped emotions accumulate over time and layer up. With daily challenges and difficulties we go through, they're suppressed. These continue to add more and more of the same emotional frequencies to our system and store them. It's literally a ball of energy the size of your fist. Now, for all of the listeners that are listening to this, hold up your fist in front of you, just so you can see visually how one trapped emotion is that size if it's caught in your body. So it's amazing. That can be painful if you have many of those. So wherever these lodge in the system, they will distort the energy field as a whole. Using muscle testing, we can locate stuck energy by communicating with the subconscious mind of the client using yes/no questions. And how we do this, we simply tune into the subconscious and locate underlying root issues triggering organ gland imbalances, making them unhappy, using the emotion code and body code. These imbalances trigger behavioral issues or physical pain in a person or in an animal. And rescue animals in particular that have been physically or emotionally abused have trauma. And since they don't have vocal cords, they can't tell us what's ailing them or hurting. We can release traumas with this process and help them lead more productive, happy lives. All right, so let's continue. I'm going to be talking about the different grounding methods first. So the first one is leather soles. Now, I've talked about this often in the past. We are surrounded by insulating materials like rubber sole shoes, synthetic floors, and with that, we often become unplugged from the energy source, the earth. The disconnection can lead to an overcharge in the body, often as inflammation, fatigue, stress. It's the reason I always suggest, when possible, to walk outside barefoot in the grass or wear leather-soled shoes on your favorite walking path in the forest for grounding. If you can't go barefoot, it'll have a very positive impact on your system. Now, here's a few brands of leather-soled shoes. Sperry, Sperry, LL Bean, wonderful, they have a lot. Florsheim, and those are just to name a few. Another method of grounding is copper. It's one of nature's most efficient conductors. Some have actually added them to their homes with a new build. If you place copper into the earth and maintain a physical grip with your hands or securely fasten to a basement floor, you can create a bridge between your body and the earth. It allows a flow of antioxidant-rich electrons to transfer from the earth's surface into your system. This neutralizes free radicals and helps return your internal environment to a state of homeostasis. Now, homeostasis, what is that? Homeostasis is a self-regulating process creating stability and equilibrium. It's the state of steady internal conditions maintained by living things like body temperature, blood sugar, pH levels, and fluid balance within a specific narrow range despite fluctuations in the environment. So think about how a walk on the beach or a stroll barefoot in the grass feels so relaxing and peaceful. It's grounding. Try it daily. As I mentioned in last month's segment, with your new practice of being still and quiet, but instead of sitting still and quiet, work with that intention while you're walking, feeling the breeze, listening to the birds. Very grounding. Now, we're nearing the end of the segment. So at this time, as we close, my spirit team has been bringing messages through for the many. So I'm going to take a minute quietly and ask if there's a message for today. Dear child, we are here. We do have a message today. Loving child, as you continue on your path to be a tool, a vessel, to help bring in messages, it is very gratifying that we have someone on the ground in the 3D frequency to help. There's so many learning now and listening, and they don't know where to go. This is very insightful and helpful for people trying to find their way in the dark. So the message today is remain steady, remain steadfast and true to yourself. Always listen to your heart. It will not lead you in the wrong direction. We love you. We will speak to you again soon. Okay, everyone, that's all the time we have today. I hope you enjoyed today's segment. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next month. Love Light Frequencies coming your way.